Welcome to the Living Big podcast, where we're all about embracing life to the fullest. Hey, I'm Marlie.
And I'm Kylie, and we're thrilled you're here. We explore how to pursue our passions, nurture meaningful connections, and inject some serious fun into our lives.
We're here to show you you're not alone.
And we want to do what we can to ease the stresses of everyday life and help you in your journey of living big.
Happy Thanksgiving week. Oh my goodness. Can we believe that?
No.
What?
It's not, time isn't real.
No. We have one more episode of the season.
Yeah.
Let's warn you guys before.
That just happened. And you're like, wait, where did Marlie and Kylie go?
Yeah. We have one more episode after this one of the season.
Which is crazy.
Whoa.
I can't believe we are at this point in the year, at this point in the podcast, at this point, period.
Okay. Happy Thanksgiving this week. Woo. We are in full holiday mode.
Yes.
All the cozy vibes. Mm-hmm. Hot cocoa, cutie crafts. If you know, you know. Making memories. Yeah. The works.
Basic fall girls.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's us.
We're feeling so grateful and blessed.
Yeah.
So happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Oh my goodness. So crazy. Cannot wait for special holiday memories and moments that we're going to create. I mean, we got Thanksgiving and then it's Christmas.
I know.
And then it's New Year's. And then it's the beginning of January again.
Which you'll see us again in January. Yeah. So one more episode after today's episode next week. And then we are going to go on a little hiatus on the podcast.
Yeah.
But we'll still be around in socials.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're coming back hot with a banging lineup for January.
Cannot wait.
I'm so excited.
Woo!
Season 2 is going to be completely different too. And so I'm really, really excited to see what you guys think.
We are leveling up, to say the least.
Yeah.
You better be ready for what we do.
We better be ready.
I know.
We're like overhyping this and just kidding. And then we're going to come out and be like, we're tired. Just kidding.
I mean, that is true too, though.
But we will be leveling up regardless because we're oldest children, only daughters, and Swifties,
book lovers,
and everything we do has to
Disney
be
gals,
220,000%
right
overboard.
Yeah.
So welcome to Living Big, where we live big.
Oh my gosh. Okay. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, we reached out to you, our crew, as we like to affectionately call you. That's kind of a new thing.
Yeah, I told Marlie that my idea for what we should call you was we're living big, right? That we should be.
This was so good.
I was like, whenever I think of you guys, I think of like, hey, livers, because you live big.
Okay, but she didn't say anything. She sent me a picture of a liver. She's like, this is what I think of.
My first time I was like, ooh, we can call them livers. And then later I was like, liver. Oh gosh. So yeah, now when I am talking to you, I just imagine a big ol' liver.
Yeah.
You're welcome for that visual.
Yes. But that's our like hush hush underground crew name.
Yeah.
Is the livers. But we're really gonna call you in public on social media. We'll call you the crew. Uh-huh. Oh my gosh. Anywho, we reached out to y'all with a submission form. Wanted to see what you are thankful for.
Yeah.
And ways that you live big this year. We got a bunch of submissions. I think this was the most submissions we've had ever. Yeah. And we've had lots of submissions before. People have been very amazing, generous with their time in submitting thoughts. But y'all did not disappoint. I haven't read any. Have you read any?
I read a couple and then I was like, nah, I should just wait.
Yeah. Very generous with your participation in today's episode. And we're really excited to just jump into it. But before we do, let's get into a little science. Yeah. I like science.
Research.
Yes. I love to see the research behind some things, right? And there is science, and I'm sure none of us are new to it, but there is science on gratitude out there. But I recently read a book called Rich Routines by Steve Houghton. Highly recommend. It is short. It is sweet. It is such a good book. It's about this man who I greatly admire. He talks about different ways that he has improved his life to just live a rich life overall, not just monetarily, which that was part of it. He, is wealthy. It is what it is. And he kind of shares his business kind of wealth routines or whatever. But he thinks of himself as a wealthy person in all aspects of life. And one of the aspects he talks about is gratitude and how that was pivotal, basically, in the life that he has led. He said, I think it was only like 6 years ago that his wife, she's big on social media, she started implementing gratitude into her daily stories that she'd put out into the world, and she would encourage people to be grateful for something. And he just kind of was getting into a little bit of like the research, the science behind why gratitude is a real thing. And I just loved it. I thought it was really cool. So wanted to share kind of some of the things that backed up our thoughts on it and maybe your thoughts on it. So this is from mindfulness.org from an article called The Science of Gratitude. It says, gratitude offers us a way of embracing all that makes our lives what they are. I love that. More than just a happy feeling for the parts of our lives currently going our way, gratitude encompasses the willingness to expand our attention so that we perceive more of the goodness we are always receiving. I mean, we kind of heard about it, like the whole abundant mindset. And I think that's kind of connected, but being able to see everything, all of it connected. So cool. Greater Good Science Center at the University of California, Berkeley, a leader in research on the science of social and emotional well-being, describes gratitude as the social glue key to building and nurturing strong relationships. In one study involving nearly 300 adults seeking counseling services at a university, one randomized group wrote a gratitude letter each week for 3 weeks. The gratitude group reported significantly better mental health compared to the control group at follow-up 12 weeks after the last writing exercise. Another type of written gratitude practice is counting blessings or 3 good things. A study of this practice found that people who wrote down 3 things that had gone well in their day and identified the causes of those good things were significantly happier and less depressed, even 6 months after the study ended.
Wow. One of the things that stood out to me from that is obviously we all know the effects that gratitude can have on ourselves personally, but I like how it said it can actually help our relationships. Because I haven't really thought of it that way. But obviously, like if you're looking to be grateful, you're probably noticing things other people are doing for you.
Yeah.
And if you're actually telling them or noticing those things, like that could absolutely impact your relationship. So I thought that was
glue.
Cool. Yeah.
Is what it said.
Of our social connections, or the key, it said, which is really, really interesting.
I mean, we are.
I like to be thanked.
I was going to say, we are moms. We are full-time caregivers. And it is nice to feel noticed.
Yeah.
When you do something that maybe is mundane or whatever,
Right.
or maybe it isn't mundane. Maybe it's something you did that was bigger beyond her. It's just nice. It's nice to feel someone's gratitude for what you're doing, you know?
Nice to feel seen.
Yeah.
Like
I feel
we
like
talked about in last week's episode.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I try to do that a lot with my kids.
Yeah.
Leo loves to help. He wants to be a helper so bad, and I love it. Anyway, so just like showing that gratitude for him, he has started reciprocating.
Aww.
And he'll say like little things about how he's grateful, for me or whatever. And I'm just like, I can't. It's too cute. So
that's so sweet.
It's very sweet.
What a cute little boy.
He's the best. But it definitely is a skill.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw it out there. It is a skill to think of gratitude first. We, as we became adults, maybe switched our way of thinking. But we can absolutely work on that skill. We can grow that skill. We can
foster that kind of perspective.
Yes.
I agree.
Agreed.
So we asked you guys, what are you grateful for this year? So in 2024, for this Thanksgiving time of year, what are you grateful for? And here are some of the responses. I am so grateful to be a part of a family who loves each other, takes care of each other, and has fun together. That's so sweet.
Did you read that? Am I reading the same ones? Oh, it was the last one. Oh, mine are backwards. That's okay. That's okay.
Sorry.
That's all good. I was just like, oh no. Okay. I'm just gonna read the one right above it.
Okay, perfect.
Hopefully that's in the right order. Okay. Love it. I'm grateful that I get to go through life, the good times and the hard times with my best friend. Having your spouse as your best friend truly makes life so sweet. Agreed. Amen. Also beyond grateful for my perfect children. They are all perfect to me, and there's no way for me to adequately express the love I have for them.
I love this
love
part
that.
that you said that you like having your husband be your best friend during the good times and the hard times.
Mhm.
Like, that's so sweet that you like recognize that and notice that. I hope you've told them that. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one says, our baby girl, surviving no matter what, and our strength to move forward through all the troubles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I feel that. I feel like a lot of times I think, I don't know if I can do this. And then just being able to recognize, I am doing it.
And I feel like there are years that are harder. Like for me this year, it's been a lot of extra death and grief and things like that and scary medical stuff. And so I totally understand this, like surviving and moving forward despite all the things going on in your life. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah. All right. Next one says a body that functions how it's made to function. Oh, I think about that.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for that. My baby, the beach, a loving husband, airplanes and cars to be able to travel to family and friends.
Oh,
Yeah. Sounds sweet.
1 second.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting to get real stuffy.
Oh no. It's the worst.
I'm thankful for those who advocate for others and Hawaii, the ocean community, and photographs.
Ooh.
I love this.
Wow. These are so fun.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say that it's generic to be grateful for your family, but
Yeah.
for photographs and the ocean and community.
Community.
I love that. Oh,
Yeah.
so cool. This is, someone says their kid's name, says he's grateful for his toys and his breakfast and his friends and cousins.
The breakfast one.
He's 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So cute.
I love that so much.
Breakfast.
That's a great idea to ask your kids.
Yeah.
What are you grateful for today?
Yeah.
We do that every night with Coley and her prayers, and it's really fun to see like what part of the day she remembers the most.
Oh.
Because I'll have a part where I'm like, that was super meaningful. And then sometimes that's hers, and sometimes it's like something way more mundane that I'm like, oh, I almost didn't even remember that. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy you remembered. So,
That's also one of my favorite things, is just to see what my kid
yeah.
is grateful for.
What they like really kind of glean onto. I think it's so cute. I'm thankful for my family, even though we went through some hard things this year with my grandpa passing and my son being in the hospital for a few days, just to name a few. But I'm thankful for the support and love for my family, that we came out stronger together.
I love that.
I'm sorry your cute son had to be in the hospital for a few days, but I'm also glad that you guys grew together in love and support. I think that's amazing.
Yeah. It makes me wonder, I mean, we go through things, right? And it really sucks sometimes, especially in the moment. And it can just be hard, and grief continues to wash over us. But at the same time, like, was it worth it to be able to be closer to those people that you got closer to?
Usually it is. Usually some hardship or some heartbreak is worth it.
You kind of talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm grateful for the gift of motherhood with 2 cute pink hearts. I love that.
That encompasses so much in just that simple sentence.
So much.
And it is a gift. I think that's a beautiful way of looking at it. This year, I'm so grateful for a warm and comfortable home. I moved 3 times this year. It was so hard to find the time to pack, unpack, and organize, but ultimately I ended up at a place I love with amazing landlords. Now with winter coming, I'm so grateful for a place that is warm.
Oh, that's just like tender.
I know.
So touching. I love that.
I feel achy. It's
I
like,
know.
aw.
Yeah. It makes you open your eyes to the things that maybe you want to be grateful for.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm grateful for mentors and people who hype you up and believe in you. I love that. Yes.
Yes. Anyone who believes in you, that is so I don't know what
underappreciated, underrated, underhyped.
Underhyped.
Yeah.
All of the things. Like,
Yeah.
people who believe in you and help you get to where you want to go.
Yeah.
Those people are my people. I love those people.
Exactly. Yep. I mean, if you don't know this about Kylie and I, is that we are serial hype girls.
Yeah.
Serial, I think, is an appropriate term.
Yeah.
We just get really excited for people.
Mm-hmm.
That is such a fun way to live.
Yeah. We want to see you succeed. It's like,
Yeah.
what are you going to do? That's so cool. I want to see it. I want to see the entire process.
Yeah. Anywho, we just love to hype people up. It's so
Yeah.
fun.
It really
Anywho,
is.
so it's the best.
Well, we're going to jump into a couple things that we're each grateful for as well before we get into the last question we asked on the submission.
Okay.
So, Marlie, what are you grateful for this year?
I'm this is funny, but I'm trying to be grateful for my place where I currently live.
Yeah.
By making it feel more homey, and we've made like little changes in it to do that. And it actually has helped, like putting up pictures and curtains and things like that. I'm grateful to live in a place that I need to be living in. Maybe it wasn't exactly what I had envisioned right now for my life, but like I'm really glad that it worked out for me to be where we are.
Yeah.
Because it kind of saved us.
Yeah.
This year was rough.
Yeah. And then after you moved, there were some even more unexpected things that could have been not great.
I mean, we talked about them. Yeah. Just like the job situation was all over the place and so scary and so unknown. And we got a townhouse without even seeing it. We just like signed the contract.
I was so stressed for you when you did that. I was like, ah!
Yeah. And it's a little dark. It's a little small. It's a little dingy. It's a little old. Okay. But that's okay. You know, I'm grateful the way that it worked out.
Yeah.
It was exactly what we needed. So
that's beautiful. Oh, so many things. Like, which one do I pick?
Yeah.
I'm grateful for heavenly parents who know exactly what we're experiencing, and not to get all emotional. But like I mentioned earlier, this year has been full of so many trials, and I'll like feel a little better. And it's funny how grief is, right? You start to feel better and you're like, oh, I'm good. And then randomly one day it will just like smack you back down. And this past week I have felt really sad again about, I've lost a lot of people in just like a short period of time. 3 important people to my life in just a few months while I was having a baby, and that's already enough emotion. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm grateful that I have my heavenly parents who have really like buoyed me up during all of that and given me some special experiences on this side of the veil and beyond in the spirit world to be able to feel connected to those people. And I am grateful for hardships, because I do think, like you were saying, like they really strengthen us and are so crucial for our life. We have to experience opposition in order to really understand the joy and the good. And so despite those hardships, I really am grateful for them and the things they've taught me and given me.
I love that.
Yeah.
You're so cool. You're so cool.
So
oh my
are
gosh. It's so fun.
And on a lighthearted note, we're really grateful for this podcast.
Yeah.
It's been a huge learning experience, and it's been a lot of fun.
It's been so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like every time we put on an episode, we're always like, man, that was awesome. Every single time. And it's just, you never know what's going to happen when you do something a little bit like scary or quote unquote cringe or whatever, you know,
putting yourself out there on the internet.
People listen.
Yeah.
People like what we have to say.
And even if they didn't, it's been so fun for us to sit down and chat and have like really meaningful conversations and just try to put a little piece of good into the world.
Yep.
It's been a bright light for my life.
Same.
So I'm grateful for that.
It's been good stress all around. Oh, it's been good.
Should we jump into what's the other question?
Yes.
Okay. We asked you guys, how did you live big this year? And here are some of your answers. Lots of fun outdoor adventures. I love that. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Outdoor adventures are the best.
If that isn't living big, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Livers.
Whoops. Looks like that is your official name. Just kidding.
Moved to a new country and started a business.
That's huge.
I'm like, who is that?
I don't know.
I want to come visit you.
But you are living big.
Wow.
You're just like, let's go do a new adventure.
That's
literally.
Amazing.
And started a business. I want to know more about all of that.
I know.
So if
so
you're
cool.
listening, DM us, please.
Yeah.
We want to hear about this experience.
But just beware, we might want to interview you.
Yeah.
So we might ask you to be on the podcast with us.
Don't hide. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. It's so funny. We'll just like be talking with random people and be like, hey, you want to be on our podcast?
And they're like, Actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's the best.
I love it.
Yep.
Okay, this next one says, surfed behind a ski boat at 37 weeks pregnant, had my baby a week and a half later, camped on the beach, made new friends in our new home state, lived in another country. Holy cow, you
Who is
people.
that?
I don't know.
These people are so cool.
That's
awesome.
amazing.
I love that. That's way cool. Okay. It says, I lived big by taking my photography company more full time. Yes.
Yeah.
Get that bag. Absolutely. 100%. I hope that you are charging what you are worth. And yes,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Congratulations. Genuinely, I think that is so beautiful and amazing.
Yes.
Playing hard every day, learning and growing, and I like to be silly sometimes.
I love that. That's something I want to work on is playing hard every day.
Yeah.
I feel like I get
Work really hard every day. Yeah.
Yeah. I assign a lot of my worth to my work.
Yeah.
Am I busy? You know?
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyhow. All right. This one's a good long one. Okay. It says wow. Okay. Our way we lived big this year is blooming where we were planted. Even though we are living with my family, we are not close to my husband's, and we missed out on some things with that side of the family this year. Ooh. But I feel like we are almost always doing something, even if it's movie night at home, to going to an air show on the Air Force Base near us to see the Blue Angels. Oh, that's kind of cool. Or camping over General Conference weekend with friends and listening to conference on a speaker. My husband joined a rec soccer league and plays once a week, so going to watch him play is fun. I do a book club. Wow, a cookbook club. Ooh, even more fun. Once a month with friends, swimming lots this summer, game nights, etc. Even though it's nothing too big and crazy, it's the trying to have fun in everything we do, both big and small. Oh. I love that. Man, it doesn't have to be quote unquote big.
It doesn't have to be extravagant
to be impactful.
Yeah.
That's, I think, what it's mostly about.
Yeah.
Is like, you don't have to fly across the world to have an adventure.
No. It mainly just means like really being introspective and like noticing, kind of romanticizing life, whether that's regular day-to-day stuff or something grand.
Yeah. It can be both.
Yeah.
I think it's a healthy mix of both.
Constantly learning and growing.
Oof.
That is something to be celebrated.
Yeah.
And that's hard work.
Yeah. This year, I set the intention for it to be a year of learning. Man, people are so cool. I feel like, oh, this is awesome. I lived big by taking opportunities to learn and grow, like a new job and school. Wow. Okay. Again, y'all are so cool. This is awesome. It's just fun to read these.
Despite people telling me that I should just try and get a job with my major, I officially started my dream of being a health and wellness coach and opened my business. Congratulations. That is amazing. And I know so much work goes into that. So
that's awesome.
Way to go to pursue your passions and make that a reality for yourself.
Also, yeah, way to go to stick it to those people. For whoever is telling you, man, you should just do this, that they don't know what's best for you. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what's best for you. You know what's in your heart. And I'm glad that you're following it. I'm so proud of you.
I am too.
That's amazing. If someone has not told you that, we will tell you that you're amazing and you're doing it, and whatever way we can help support and be your hype girls, we will do it.
We are so proud of all of you for living big. The reason we started this podcast was to really encourage people, like we've already talked about, to just embrace life, to live it, to love the life they're living, to thrive in whatever you're doing. And this is just evidence that you guys are doing that and living big. And that makes us so, so happy. You don't have to have a lot, like Marlie said, to live big.
Yeah.
And you guys are just proof that this whole idea is a reality.
Yeah.
So I love that so much. Some ways that we lived big this year. I had a baby. I birthed a baby out of my body.
Yeah.
And I have nourished it from my body. So I feel like that was a really big thing I did this year.
100%.
Became a mom of two, starting multiple businesses, going through all the upheavals that we've already talked about with jobs, husbands, all that stuff has been crazy and so informative and so great for our family. And I just love the trajectory of where we're going. And so I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Woo. This year, it was a year of new, I feel like, because I worked really hard to get promoted at my job that I had, and then I quit. And I decided to go full time with my children at home and creating experiences with them, and decided to put more into our podcast and future business stuff. And
This was the first year of the podcast as well. Just
Yeah.
So we know that.
yeah, this is year 1.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is nuts. Like, this has been a year of new for sure for me. It's been learning, it's been growing, maybe a little bit against my will. I don't know. I'm rolling with it. It's been really stretchy for me, I guess. But it has been amazing to maybe be forced to live bigger than I thought I could.
Mm-hmm.
I've been really grateful for the experiences that I've had that have pushed me to where I am now. Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed by you, everything that you've done, and just love you.
Oh, love you too.
We love all of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and for sharing your experiences and your hearts with us. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yay.
We love you all, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Living Big podcast. You can find us wherever you listen to podcasts.
Join us on Instagram and TikTok for all the things, from relatable mom memes to fun girls' night ideas with your besties.
See you next week.